Good afternoon. My name is Andrea Gonzales. I've been an educator in public schools for over 20 years, the last 9 years as an elementary principal in Wimberley ISD. I'm grateful that I work for a board and a superintendent that truly cares about the kids in our community and demonstrates this by allowing us to analyze how we're doing and how we can do it better. Me being here is a result of a couple of years of just asking the question after kiddos were crying and teachers were crying, and just really stopping and taking pause and going and talking to my superintendent, Mr. York, and saying, I love public education and I want to do the very best that I can. Can we start asking some questions about our new math TEKS and the STAAR test? Please be clear that there is an issue. I have the utmost respect for other educators in this room, but for us to act like there's not an issue is just not accurate. Our 6th grade math STAAR had a passing, if students answered 37% of the questions correct, they passed. For 5th grade, it was 48%. So there is an issue. If passing for a STAAR test is that low on math assessments, it tells you there's something wrong. So we've had kids with tears, we've had parents with tears, we've stopped, we've done teacher training, we've done parent training. We just are still doing all that we can possibly do. We had a training the other night. I've met vertically with teachers, both at the elementary level and the middle school level, but everybody is saying the same things, and it's a lot of what Jamie Thibodeau said. She's our 3rd grade teacher, or one of 8, I should say, and she just is a strong voice for our math vertical team. She expressed the opinion of a lot of our teachers. So today, I'm here from the ground level to encourage you to de-emphasize or remove the process standards from the STAAR assessment. Models used in process standards should be used as strategies. If you remember, Ms. Bromberg, the teacher, she kept talking about the use of these models as strategies, and she's right, they are helpful as strategies, but when you place them on a STAAR assessment, you change them from being strategies to being mandatory parts of the curriculum. You've just told a child, this is how you must solve this problem. When we received the new math TEKS, we learned that skills that were once taught in 6th and 7th grade are now being taught in 4th and 5th, and we watched that shift go all the way down to kindergarten. There was a dramatic increase in the number of skills at each grade level, and so what you saw was an increase in the standard, but also in the number of skills. And so it's been a lot to contend with. When you throw in the process standards, it makes it even more complicated. Kids not only are expected to learn those skills, but learn the models that they're expected to choose on the assessment that goes with that skill. This clearly tells the teachers how they must teach that skill. And this is what creates the mile-wide and inch-deep effect. We do believe in problem solving, and there's tons of problem solving on a STAAR assessment, even if you pull out those models.
Yeah. Go ahead and do your last thought there.
I'm good. I think I've said what I wanted to say.
Okay, great. Any questions?
Yes.
Mr. Mercer. You're still ready? Sorry.
Good, thank you. It's what I call Wimberley strong, and there's a reason for that too. Thank you for saying that, because I'm hearing over and over that we want, you're saying you want, again, it's not what I said earlier, it's not process, it's we want to do content and skills.
Absolutely.
And I've heard that from some parents, I heard from educators, I've heard there's different sides going on, but I'm hearing that if we remove the process standards, we can still teach content and skills, or test content. Is that a true statement?
That is a true statement, and there will be problem solving on the assessment itself.
There will be problem solving and critical thinking still.
Yes. We are doing our very best to practice fluency, as the previous educator spoke of. Of course, we are practicing math fluency, but what you heard Jamie talk about is that the reality is that there are so many more TEKS, there's so many more, with the process standards, there's more models that you're covering, there's so much more that you really don't have enough time for them to have a strong grasp on those skills. So of course we're doing those things, of course we're sending flashcards home, of course we're using apps and technology to reinforce those things. But the facts are, Our kids are being raced through math curriculum, and really, if we would allow ourselves to slow down, we could get deeper, and our kids would be better mathematicians, and that's the goal.
And my final question again, at inch high and mile, is it mile deep, inch high? You're saying it's was it mile wide?
Wide.
I'm sorry. That's because if we have everything going 4 or 5 ways to do it, if we got back and just said, get rid of the processes, get back to content, you can go deeper on that content and
Absolutely.
skills. I understand. Thank you so much. I have so much respect for Wimberley. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, Ms. Miller.
Well, I just want to thank you for coming forward and speaking your heart, because we're hearing other teachers saying everything's great
I
and
know.
wonderful. And we're also hearing parents saying it is not great and wonderful.
We had a petition that we started, and 20,000 plus signed that petition, and what they were asking for was change to the STAAR, which we're so happy that it has been shortened and it's more age appropriate. But the other change that was on that petition with 20 plus signatures was to take care of this math curriculum, these math TEKS. And those 20,000 plus that signed that petition, they were both educators, parents, grandparents. They were the people of our communities. Thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you, members.